Welcome to Goodymo Gaming. Man, you know what? Merry Christmas. 'Tis the season. Well, we got some gameplay for Christmas Day. Of course, we got the Browns and Packers, then the Colts and the Cardinals. So we're going to open and set up this gameplay for this weekend. So I hope everybody having a good Christmas. Got all the preparations out the way. Because if you haven't, you might be a little too late now. A little too late. Well, this one here can go two different ways. This is almost like the pass against the rush. So you're going to look for the Green Bay Packers do a little passing around in this ball game against Cleveland, who wants to impose their running game. So it's like the run against the pass. Who's going to force their will? So we're going to check that out coming up on this gameplay. Then we'll have those Colts and Colts and Cardinals, excuse me. It was a little shocking to me because when I seen it, I was like, 2 NFL games on Christmas Day. I'm trying to think the last time we had NFL on Christmas Day. I couldn't come up with any. But I just think it was a coincidence because I think when it gets down to the end of the season, we have Saturday games anyway, and it just happens to fall on Christmas Day. That's what I'm going to call it, because I don't think this is set up to be NFL on Christmas Day moving forward. If that's the case, it'd be great, but I think it just fell on weekend games that they're starting to have close to the end of the season. But we'll take it, because we got 5 NBA games as well coming on Christmas Day. So we got it all filled up for this holiday. Plenty entertainment. And we underway in this ball game. Hit the like button coming in for sure. Subscribe if you haven't.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And his first pass is incomplete.
Good quick strike, so they didn't come out and run on the first play, so they try to sneak one on them. See if Green Bay do the same thing when they get the ball, knowing they heavy on the pass, but start out running. Oh no! He smelled something bad from the snap. That shit just, if he had enough time, that was a pretty quick shot right there, but throw that ball away. That puts him in a 3rd and long situation. See, they should have came out running the ball. That I'm looking at it now, because Green Bay Packers this year are not good against the run. That's a drop. Could have gave him good punting position, but other than that, it was well short of the first down, even if he would have caught it. But yeah, Cleveland came out trying to surprise them, throwing the ball instead of running it, and it kind of backfired on them. But yeah, Green Bay is by no means good against the run this year, so that's what Cleveland's going to have to do, try to take advantage of that. But the Browns secondary will be tested against Aaron Rodgers and these Packers. That's for sure.
First look now at Aaron Rodgers in his 17th season now with the Green Bay Packers. Coming off a great 2020 where he took home the MVP trophy.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no
Packers got a good chance of winning the Super Bowl this year.
His in-game mistakes,
along with the Buccaneers.
Rodgers will break the huddle.
Of course, they have to match up before they go anywhere.
Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. Man open. That's Marquez Valdes-Scantling.
when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they'll get him down.
So they start true as they are. They're not coming out trying to run the ball. They saying we're going to stick to who we are, and they coming out already slinging us the ball.
Selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often, because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when we're in big trouble.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in the yard.
I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this.
Second and short.
Because we know
Playbook is wide open on second and short.
jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught
Out
him,
of
but
bounds, isn't it?
according to the headlinesman.
Thought so.
Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
He'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're
Yeah, the Cardinals are hot
just did it on that one, force the incompletion.
this year, but they got to be healthy going into the playoffs.
Guys elsewhere.
They have to be really healthy.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
Oh, man.
Inside the 20
Yeah, one more man to beat. He'd have stayed on his feet. He might have had 6 on that one.
If you make the stop there,
But yeah, the Cardinals, it's about health with them. They fully loaded, got all their guys. I mean, when you get Zach Ertz from my Philadelphia Eagles, of course, a good tight end as he is, with Hopkins, and then you got Green, man. I mean, that offensive attack is very strong. And they would just play a little bit of defense. That team could be dangerous.
here's first and 10.
And of course, you got, the Rams feeling good.
They try the right side here.
So it's a few.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten the yard down to 16.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains?
No, I don't really want to mention the Cowboys. Okay. Yeah, they're looking nice, but we know their story when they get to the playoffs. Just waiting for something to happen.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdes-Scantling. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
But the makeup of their team is great. They got, players on every level.
Nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now the rush
That's the way to get to him. That's their guy, Garrett.
Myles Garrett coming in to drop him.
well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining
Look for him to be all over the field in this ball game.
goal line.
He's going to make a lot of plays before this one's over with. Brings up a second and goal. They can force them to a field goal.
Second and goal, but now
That'll be a win for this defense. Just make Green Bay kick field goals. That's how you beat them.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough third and goal forthcoming.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Found him at the back of the end zone. Which is no shot. And that's an Aaron Rodgers fashion right there. Flaring out, throwing off of 1 foot, swang to the left.
They're going to run this, we're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball, they won't be able to keep.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at
Looks good to me.
those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
Hold on.
Just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are
Hands on when he receives. I think it's good, but I think that third step was out of bounds.
After reviewing the play, the field stains.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Possibly 7-0 coming up.
Crosby for the point after.
So put the pressure on Cleveland early.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Hopefully they'll come back and try to run the ball. Stay true to who they are. You know, they got to be run heavy. You want to keep Aaron Rodgers on that sideline and keep that time of possession going. You want to run it and grind it out. Keep this score low. You don't want to get in the 30s and 40s in this one. You want to keep it in the teens. You will have a chance to win it, you know, if you're Cleveland.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out.
Got my good coffee this morning. Got it brewed up real nice. Still fairly early.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That's okay.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the
Sometimes you gotta go small to get big.
downs. Give their defense chances.
Just don't stay away from that run.
Touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield off the play fake. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Completion was given
Tight
up.
coverage and a
That's
tight
why you
throw.
play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Yeah, this team, especially the offense, been inconsistent. You want to talk about up and down all year long. They just haven't been able to grasp anything and hold on to it.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
What happened there? Had a guy right in front of him. And you gonna throw a dirt ball? This is kind of what I was talking about. Just inconsistent. Whatever the case may be. Just not able to make plays when it's right there in front of you. That's tough to come out with a quick 3 and out, being down 7-0. The defense over there like, what? We got to go right back out there? It just came off. We just endured a heavy pass attack. Now we got to go back out there? Man.
Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll begin the drive with a give
Oh,
to Jones.
way to get through the line.
At the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Y'all gonna have to stand up on this possession. Can't allow them to march down that field like on the last possession. Can't do it. Just can't do it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones.
That was nice.
He's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Some teams just know how to pick up those 3rd downs. They have specific plays they work out with throughout the week. And when it comes up, short yardage or long yardage, they know how to pick it up. Green Bay is one of those teams.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And able to get this one across the 45.
Don't want to get him started.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off.
Arguably the best wide receiver in the game today. And who's going to argue with it?
As they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
It's too much time in the pocket.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
To throw is Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis.
Yeah, he's making quick decisions back there. That ball is hiked and it's coming out.
Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mike Ford, you must be true.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon.
Yeah, y'all can't allow running and passing. You got to shut one of them off. And right now, early in this 1st quarter, Green Bay is able to do whatever they want to.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. He's able to get 6. A nice pick out down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So from the 17 now. Here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This is
Oh my goodness.
taken down at the 2-yard line.
With great coverage. That was a big snag. Usually I don't use well-oiled machine in the first quarter. That's exactly what this is looking like. I mean, they can't do no wrong on offense. First and goal from the 2-yard line.
Now Rodgers.
There it is. Dissecting this defense.
Passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame.
It's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was there.
What can you do?
Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're usually behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early
Don't want to go down 14-0 to the Green Bay Packers.
It's way too early for panic.
Not with this type of offense. You don't want to do it. Got to work too hard to stay in the game, to get in the game. 12-play drive. And when you like a team like Cleveland, and you're built basically on your running game, I mean, you don't want to get down by too many points. I mean, it's going to take away from your running game. The next thing you know, you're trying to sling it all around the field. And as you know, that's when mistakes happen. Interceptions, strip sacks, just fumbles and turning over the ball. So they're going to be forced to get out of who they are if they keep allowing this to happen. They got to come up with some type of points on this drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Well, since Odell Beckham left, I mean, this is all Landry, if you want to say in the air towards the passing game. So you got a lot more pressure on him after Odell left. He was already a good wide receiver / great. He don't get the recognition for it, but he's a very good wide receiver. Now he really can start, setting his career in and trying to come up with big numbers, stepping up big for his team.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
Oh my. Shot out like a cannon. That's exactly what they need to get started.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield throwing over the middle, and it's
Just don't know where Mayfield is throwing his balls.
These are the kind of throws you gotta hit. He's wide open right there. Gotta be able to get it to him, don't you think?
Man, he's just missing receivers badly.
Yeah, that's a big miss. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yeah,
He shook his head right.
this is a problem.
He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open.
This is a problem.
An easy throw.
They face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins.
Oh, man.
He is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Talk about living on the edge of danger.
Relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He tackles them there. I mean, they're still punting the ball. He's going to be at least a yard shy of that first down. He was able to break that tackle, pick it up.
Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Going to the air again with Mayfield.
That's another one. He starting to think he got a sprained shoulder. Just unusual.
That should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
But when you've been hurt in and out of the lineup, timing's off.
Mayfield down. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Speaking of Landry, big catch there. Come back to, your true self here. Just line it up, power play, go down and pick up these 2 yards. He's short. He didn't get it. He got 1 yard. Question is, are they going for it? Me personally, I would, but I'm not getting fancy with this running game. I mean, this is a straight lead. I'm going right in between the tackles. We power driving it. No fancy business. This will be a fairly long field goal, makeable, but still long. And you don't want to risk giving up good field position.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try.
They come out in shotgun.
The offense out there, they're going for it. Mayfield. And it's incomplete.
And he drops the ball. He's a guy who's been injured as well as missed some time. Unbelievable. You don't see that from Hooper. I'll tell you that. Right in his hands. We're at the end of the first quarter. Actually, we got 38 seconds left. Be faking me out like this, showing highlights like we're heading into the second. My goodness.
Shredding the defense.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Adams. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside.
Why Cleveland didn't run that ball on 3rd and 2? Well, they did run it, but why they didn't run it on 4th and 1? Excuse me. Why didn't they run the ball on 4th and 1 is beside me.
2nd down and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back, unsuccessfully.
Face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Can you get him off Cleveland?
Rodgers gonna throw.
Oh my goodness. Did you see that throw? Oh man. Did you see that quick throw? In between coverage. Whoop. Now we're winding down to the end of the quarter. These Packers trying to skunk them in this first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd and 6.
Let's go. Double time, double time. We got 4.
A give to Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Lots of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front that get the carry.
Cleveland don't know when it's coming or where it's coming from. They don't know when they're running it. They don't know when they're passing it. Who they're passing it to or where they're running it at. I mean, it's, they got this defense confused.
Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Whoa, that could be big.
He's still down and looking very
Big shot.
While the traders take a look, we'll step aside.
But then again, the way they're passing this ball, who say they need to run it? You know, they've done well so far.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Tight end left, tight end left. Hey, boys, you got 4. 4 down.
Dillon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
So don't worry about it, Jones. I'll go in there and get your touchdown for you.
And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So simple math here, the first half.
On the verge of a 21-0 skunk early in this game.
Whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way.
While we're at it, I want to say congratulations to my Eagles pulling that game out last week against the Washington football team. We've been inconsistent ourselves, not having a good year by any means, but we're showing the true grit and grind of Philadelphia. Not falling off, not folding, staying in the fight, continue to fight, and grind. And next thing you know, we still have a possibility, just a possibility, to get into the playoffs. Might need help. We don't know. All we can do is our part. Win these last games. That's what we got to do. Take care of our business. Win these last 3 games and just leave it for no doubt. So we got some good ones coming up and they're winnable. You know, we got to play the Giants coming up. We have to play the Redskins again, and then we got to play Dallas. So those are winnable games. And depending on where Dallas is at the end of the season, they might not want that game. They might not care to play that game. But if they do, I mean, so well, we still got to go out there and take care of our business. But I just wanted to put that out there. Philadelphia Eagles, of course. That was a big win for them. And Jalen Hurts, he hasn't looked that good in a while. That was a good one for him. Can he come back in and backdoor that performance? That's going to be the question. But they have no business losing to the Giants. They got their own problems and issues. You want to try to march a sneak on into the playoffs, you need to get that game for sure. And when you get Washington again, you need to go ahead and take care of that business. So yeah, so tilting my hats, taking care of business last week, so just keep on moving.
The main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, Mayfield.
Roll out there.
Into the
Wow.
secondary past the 40. And
That was tough on the
to
run.
the 45-yard line.
And the Patriots, I want to talk about them. I mean, they are a surprise this year. No one expected this. But they got beat by the Colts 27-17, last week. So, they're doing their best without Brady. Belichick want to come in this year. He couldn't do it last year, but he wants to do it this year and prove that, hey, we're still a football team. I'm still a good coach, a great coach. And all because Brady's gone don't mean our franchise falls. So he got a lot he wants to prove. And they done well this year. We thought Mac Jones would be doing what he's doing. So that just tell you what good coaching can do.
Mayfield now from the 50. Packer pressure and down he goes.
So just pushing to the ground.
Contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Also, the Steelers beat the Titans. I was really excited about that, 19-13. Steelers had their own problems this year as well. So they're trying to just gain a little momentum before Ben Roethlisberger call it quits. Could be his last season. And rightfully so. He's been thinking about retiring the past 2 years. They've just been able to talk him out of it. But I can see that's good coverage. Great coverage, actually. Try to jam that ball in there, but he was right there, sitting at his hip. And once again, Cleveland Browns, they're punting. So this thing could get very ugly, very ugly.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland.
So yeah, so the Steelers are trying to get their mojo back.
Kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Trying to get themselves into the playoffs.
They spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
And hey, Texans, they won last week, 30-16. I know all us Houston fans, we're not used to the Texans scoring 30 points, any given week. So we'll take that. But team just got to revamp coming in the next season. Got a lot of clouds, great clouds over their heads. And Deshaun Watson is one of them. They got to figure out what they're going to do with him. Try to get some pieces, fresh bodies, come with a new mind and new way of coming in to play. So we'll see. For us, the coach, would you give him one more chance next year? Or would you say, let's go ahead and blow this thing up, get a new guy in there, a new voice? I would. Personally, I would. Ain't got nothing against it, David Culley, but I need more of a mastermind on the sideline for the Texans.
Single, I got a single in the slot, Hey, watch 28.
Now it's Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards on the completion.
What about the Baltimore Ravens against the Packers? My goodness. Tell you one thing, if this is a team that gambles out there, you would say Baltimore Ravens. They tried to win the game, was it? Oh, no, that's the way to get in there. Try to win the game twice on 2-point conversions. Instead of tying the game up, they went to win it. And they've been shut down both times. But those are gutsy calls. You got to give it up to Harbaugh. I like Harbaugh. Go against the grain. You ain't about time, going to overtime. Let's go ahead and win it right now. Attitude. And he's willing to do that. So it's not a lot of coaches that will do that. And he has trusted his players and his quarterbacks to do that. So to me, it's not bad decisions. You know, he's going all or nothing.
A little juke. A big kick there.
When you practice that throughout the week, and the team was used to going for it, and the plays were there. You asked me twice, could have easily have picking it up. So
Success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
Cleveland just got to get some points. They got to find it somewhere. Where are you going? Where are you going? Got him lost 14 yards. Trying to run away from the defense, going the wrong direction.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during
He's just not getting enough touches at all. They should have opened the game with just heavy runs, even though if they're not getting but 1-2 yards a pop.
Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. To throw Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 14.
5 for 14 passing. Not good at all.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's Rodgers. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job.
Out there running like Corey Dillon.
Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator.
Anybody out there remember Corey Dillon? Cincinnati Bengals. A great talent.
And go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Tight down. There you go.
I believe he also played for New England Patriots, if I can recall.
Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing the loss on that play.
Hey, I'm with you. Defense does need more fire. They can't just let Aaron Rodgers sit back there and dissect them with passing. Has way too much time back there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Move. Hey.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
Oh, close pick.
He tried to check it down to his running
Keep an eye on Devontae Adams on this 3rd and 11. Make sure you have him covered for sure.
Now Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he can only
He just dipped his shoulder and knocked him to the ground. My goodness. Luckily, he had reinforcements to stop him short.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they
Watch this. Get off of me.
and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Boop.
Mason Crosby.
They're going to try this long field goal.
In his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
He got it up. He missed it, but he had the distance. Definitely had the distance.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit,
they have great position on this one. Will they take advantage?
Goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Needed that big play.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their
Now
way.
what you gonna do with it? Will it resort to points?
Here in the passing game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give, this is Chubb. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Yeah, let's get a sack.
From the 22, Mayfield. He's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you
line it up and punch it in.
puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A beautiful strike. Might be the best one of the day so far.
180. 51's the bite. Here we go. Well, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hunt. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1.
I know he ain't got it. Mike 51.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
There it is.
Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Higgins there to make the grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, it's Taylor. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Mike 28. Mike 28.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow.
If Cleveland can find a way to get them to punt the ball or create a turnover, try to get some kind of points for the end of this quarter going into halftime, give them a little momentum. Try to get back in this game in the second half.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's complete to Adams. And he's got this down to the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe you still want to play zone. You go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Here's Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
You're down to
They needed it.
just no defensively. You
It was
absolutely
a big opportunity.
big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check. 4 down. 4 down.
Rodgers leaves to Dillon on the draw.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They missed a field drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he does
Almost a touchdown. Right up the seam.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
2-minute warning. 21-7. All Green Bay.
Looking to throw. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
All the time in the world.
Packers add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Crosby for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jarvis Landry, helmet back on and ready to go. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter. He's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. On 1st and 10, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a throw here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back and it can turn into a big game downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at
That is not good.
and they will finally get to him.
That is not good. Oh, okay. Because I thought that flag possibly could have been for holding maybe, but that was a break.
They like to collaborate, just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Push him back. Push him back.
1st down, Mayfield. Swings this out for a punt. And he's able to get
Let
this
it get out of bounds.
to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Just little baby steps. Just want to get in field goal range. No one's looking for a touchdown. It'll be great, but we're not looking for it.
Throwing, Mayfield. Open man to the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. That catch good for only
Just to think, if he could have stayed in bounds, he could have picked up a lot more yardage. The way he threw it kind of forced him to the sideline. I mean, they're in clock management mode. Man, that came out a lot sooner. Could have still been running. Got 2 timeouts.
Mayfield with it once more.
Oh my! Look at that throw. I mean, a touchdown is a possibility at this point. Trying to go for it all. Hooper came free.
A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
51's the bite. 51's the bite.
Back to throw again.
Whoa. Try to take his head off.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And again, it's Mayfield.
Oh, you didn't need that sack. You did not need that sack. Y'all are listening. Y'all chance of getting a touchdown. You have to have it. It's a bad sack. Pitiful.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Yeah, they just want to get to
19 seconds showing to play in the
halftime.
They come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down.
Try to run out the clock, and then you pick up a big chunk of yardage. That just shows you how this defense is just, I don't know what to say about it. Are they going to give up 70 points in this ball game? Wales defense is in the first half. They come back with it. That's a possibility.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Malik Jackson gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve.
We're at the half, 28-10, Green Bay, and we'll be back.
Our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everybody to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
4 down, 4 down. Mike, 4.
Rodgers now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We may be looking at the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got him. Mike, 20.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Midfield, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Rolling to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
17 now. Here's a 1st and 10.
Watch time, watch time.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he stopped immediately there.
All right, I'm back in the saddle. Did I miss anything? Do the Cleveland Browns defense still suck? And what I'm looking at, Green Bay is already knocking on the door. So yeah, hey, it still sucks.
Now Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Right off a sack and then come back, get a big 1st down. I mean, that's how it's been going all game long. Browns just can't make enough plays on defense. Really haven't made any plays.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown.
Why not? Why not?
Passes down for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting out, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Crosby with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
Defense has struggled. Offense has struggled. And what does that equal, folks? A blowout. You got it right.
And then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together.
You ask me, Green Bay has enough points to win this game. So this should be a big milk job in the second half of your Green Bay. I mean, I know they keep the foot to the pedal. You know, that's the type of team they are. They're going to continue to apply pressure, rack up points, rack up yards. But I think along the way, they'll try to milk a lot of this time away, running a little more than they usually do. You know, for our sake, to end it.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play,
I have to say, he's been one bright spot. Whenever he was, you know, able to get his hands on the ball.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Rabbit, 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 rabbit. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Mayfield to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go.
I'll come back with a run here, knowing that you're going for it on 4th down. Actually, this whole second half, if you're anywhere around the 50-yard line, you should be going for it if you're the Browns.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess they never did.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
A run for Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 2.
Hey, tight. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
180. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna...
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it.
Oh,
That's pretty indicative of the
had it right in his bread basket. Just couldn't hold on to it.
It's been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
They'll run with Chubb. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
A touchdown saving tackle.
Pretty close.
It's 3rd and goal.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
In reality, this game is not over, but it all depends on Cleveland's defense.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's tough. So they're trying to get too fancy. They should have ran that ball there, or ran it twice to get in for a touchdown. Got wide open in the end zone, and the ball gets tipped.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think
Looks
they
like a
go
power
for it.
play.
Going for it on 4th.
To be done.
They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback.
Got it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Andy Janovich punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football. He does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin. Is
Yeah, defense just got to show up. They got to make some plays. They got to try to get some turnovers. I mean, there's still a lot of football left.
spanning 15 plays.
But they can't let Green Bay continuously march the ball up the football field. They just can't do it. Don't try to get an edge. Your team just hasn't played in this game.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm here all day.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Got to get to him. There you
He's
go.
taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a
You
sack.
have to wake up. Where have you been the whole ball game?
Able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
This is a big down. We all know that Green Bay is capable of picking up this 3rd and 12. The Browns cannot allow that to happen. They've done it throughout this whole ball game. Get behind the chains and then pick it up like it's nothing. Defense has to get tight. They have to get them off the football on this down right here. This is the telltale of this game. They cannot allow them to pick this 1st down up.
On 3rd and long.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is in.
There it is.
Good job by this defense. And now
Quick throw off the mark. If he would have completed it, I don't think he could have made the 1st down. I think he would have been short. That's a big stop for Cleveland.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the punt there. In possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Complete to Jarvis Landry. An 8-yard pickup. And the Browns' 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pick it up. Strong left. Strong left. I got you.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end.
No chance.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Bus formation. Bus formation. Come on, boys. Come on.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
Wonder where was he going?
Simple routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb.
Good block.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Check 52.
Mayfield on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he will slide
Good
down.
play, but this one might be getting called back.
But a penalty flag on the field. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
They didn't need that penalty. This offense is just starting to get in this groove and haven't looked this good on this drive all game.
1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 51. Mike.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This ball tipped.
Unfortunate.
Incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Really nice
It'll be a disaster not to get points at all on this drive as well as they move the ball.
nice job of trying to protect their
And that's what we're looking at here.
hips in the air that goes airborne and try to knock one away. It's difficult because you can't
Penalties can derail your drives.
Trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Possibility they might attempt this long field goal. I wouldn't. I probably even would go for it on 4th and 7. So there's a strong possibility that they can miss this field goal and set Green Bay up in great field position. I just wouldn't think about attempting anything but going for it.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there
Yep.
anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
That hurts. Sometimes it's hard to recover from things like this when you move the ball so well to end up getting nothing.
Winding down here in the third quarter, your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
What do you know?
Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His
What do you know?
touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
And that's the way to end
Crosby
the
connects
third
on the
quarter.
extra point, and they open the lead to 25. We're up to the fourth quarter here on Christmas.
I think somebody needs to call the paramedics.
You're watching the NFL. Sports.
We have a whole lot of men down.
Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanket
And
the
I
field
agree.
the entire
All they got to
game
do is
using a
tee off
variety of
now.
coverages.
You know, they can't afford to run the ball too much
Throw once more
or
on 2nd
at
and
all.
10. Mayfield, and he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it
So
out
expect
just
a lot of
short
sacks.
at the 44.
Expect maybe even some interceptions and turnovers.
It's going to artificially inflate his
I mean, this
passing
Cleveland
numbers.
Browns
So right now,
offense is pretty predictable at this point. They need points
angling
on the
for a new
board. They need to get it quick. They need to get it fast. They can't afford to run too often. The defense knows that, and they're just going to sit back and they're going to wait.
I got it. Mike, check, 59. Here we go.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws it down all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So
well, they're already marking them for done.
At the 36.
That could be a safe bet.
To throw, Mayfield.
Coming to you.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And really, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
What has happened all game? They make big plays, they march down the field, and then it gets derailed by a sack, or in case of last drive, a holding penalty. And they end up with no points. They're not kicking any more field goals. They have to go for everything. So depending, I mean, this team could end up empty-handed again in the red zone.
Trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough.
6 yards shy of a touchdown. All depends on this 4th down.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
51's the Mike.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And that's going to be caught from Browns.
Got it to his running back out of the backfield.
There to make the grab. And the Browns get a score closer. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And,
Well, it wasn't a hard decision.
like an easy 3 points.
When you're down as many points as they are,
Breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it
was
into
it
the
a
end zone.
tough
Give them big
position?
credit for that.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Packers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 75 yards rushing for him with the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They find they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike, he's coming, check in.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. There he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight, double tight. You're gonna do it. Double tight. Hey. 4 down, 4 down.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Starting to become a
Green Bay is trying to continuously put it on.
Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Long drives, runs clock. Next time Green Bay gets this ball, they'll be looking at getting victory formation to wind it all the way down. That's how they're having it set up. Jones, he's approaching 100 yards rushing. Could get it on this drive. I think he's about, 11 yards shy.
They need a yard here. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
There he is.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard.
There's his 100 yards, 103 on 18 carries.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game will breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you got to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And able to get him inside the 5,
Unbelievable.
just inside the 5, about the 4.
They even stumbled to first downs. Oh, man.
Drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more of a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense.
I think all of you will agree that more than likely this matchup for Christmas Day is pretty safe that Green Bay Packers going to win it. I don't think that's a shock to anybody. As far as the score and will it be a close game or a blowout, still remains to be seen. We'll see. But where it's looking now, you know, the gameplay, you know, not spot on all the time, but sometimes it is. And we'll see. Just another indicator of it. Add another 3.
So it's
45 to 24.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
Take it in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Back to throw here. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I just have my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion, Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they are able to stop him, but he does take
goodness,
it
good effort.
A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Whoa, that's a little dangerous.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns
Tell you what, they don't mind trying to patch this game up.
Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's
Not going to help them in the win column, that's for sure.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
McLaughlin for the extra point.
And Green Bay will be looking for this to be their last possession. They're hoping to run this clock all the way out without giving it up. Cleveland has 3 timeouts. Will they use them? We'll see. Man, it's really not enough time for them to get back into this game. Sometimes they'll use their timeouts in this situation. Sometimes they won't. It just depends. But either way, Green Bay wants to milk this clock all the way down. Do not want to give it back to the Browns.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensive.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. You use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
You think you get it? You think you gonna get this? Jim,
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Approaching 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
45-31. 3rd and 1 coming up.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
If I'm Green Bay, I'm punting this thing. Don't need to kick a field goal, risking missing it, giving them all field position and go down there with a quick strike. And they're going to go out there and try to kick it.
In his career. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this won't get there.
Won't get it.
It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Just like the last one, looked like pretty much enough leg, just the accuracy is off.
Now Mayfield and the Browns down by 2 touchdowns. 1:53 remaining. Now the missed field goal, that was big. That keeps them within 2 scores, and they've got it 1st and 10. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
We certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Mike 51,
Here's Baker. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've
I guess you can give the Browns a little credit for the fight. They're starting to fight at the end.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that is incomplete.
They had that covered up nicely.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
59 Mike.
Mayfield.
6-man. Check.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 26.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Able to slither by. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
What a play. They snuck a run on them, which no one thought they would do. Broke it big, almost got a touchdown off of it.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath. And lets offense handle.
Yeah, I think that was a good little drop there, because I don't think he would have got in the end zone.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Keep it up, guys. Hey, Mike 51.
Mayfield to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those
One more play. Just shocked they didn't even try to run it one time, especially after that big. Oh man, he had the ball there. Don't know if he was in bounds or not, but he lost it at the end anyway. Yeah, with timeouts, I'm surprised they didn't even run it one time, especially after coming after a big run. And then they run it on the last down and gets rejected. That's the story of this game. Not taking advantage of your red zone opportunities. That's what it comes down to. They've been down here plenty of times and come up empty-handed. My, look at Rodgers. 5 touchdown passes. My goodness.
Exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Off the option, it's Jones. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
That will do it.
Carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That will wrap it up. Packers 45, Browns 31. Gameplay tells it all. Merry Christmas once again. We got stats coming up next.
Right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
There's no turnovers in this game, which, surprised me. Total offense, of course, goes to the Packers. Rushing yards even goes to the Packers. So, when that happens from a team, in Cleveland that's, built on their running, to lose that battle, I mean, it's headed for doom. Passing yards, but look, they took that away from Green Bay. Green Bay took the running, they took the passing. But most of their passing came on the tail end. I would say with Cleveland. First downs, Packers have it 27-23. Just trying to go to important stats, like, total yards. Pretty close. It's 632 to 604 belonging to the Browns. Like I stated before, no turnovers in this game. So it was just one of those clean games. Just a lot of missed opportunities. And this is the big tell. This is the biggest one I like, is the third down conversion. The percentage, look at that. 66% by the Packers to 28% by the Browns. That's a big tell right there. That's a big tell. And fourth down conversions don't really matter too much unless there's a lot of attempts on fourth down, which of course the Browns going to have more. They was in desperation. Packers didn't have to do any of that. They didn't meet a lot of fourth downs in this game. Red zone percentage, that's another big stat. As you see, 100% by Green Bay, and they have 83%. Another big one is red zone touchdowns. They have 5 of them to 4. Not a big, discrepancy, but it still tells the tale. Field goals are knotted up. So yeah, I say that third down conversion is the biggest one right there. Let's check out some of these player stats. Which quarterback brings the win? Ding, 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 ding. Aaron Rodgers. Let's look at the stat line. He's got him in passer rating. Mayfield got him in yards, but look at the percentage. Rodgers 74 on completions, 59 Mayfield, 5-0 on touchdown versus interception ratio to Mayfield 2-0. Plus the win, absolutely, it's Aaron Rodgers. Jones wreck shop. Got 134 yards, 5 yards a pop. He played very big. Very big. Chubbs wasn't that bad. He just didn't have a lot of great opportunities, but, he had 17 carries for 78. That's good. I just don't think they ran enough. Cleveland is what I'm talking about. I just don't think they ran enough. I mean, Kareem Hunt, he's 6 for 47. So, Hooper, 111. Then got Valdez Scantling. Those only 2 guys got 100 yards there, even though Hooper dropped the ball 3 times. That's huge. Yeah, there was a lot of drops in this game. Devontae Adams, he didn't have to have his 100-some yards a game. Everybody got a little taste, so he didn't have to play hero. But his number's still nice. Check out the defense. I'll just stick with Jeremiah. I mean, pronouncing that 3 times in a row, you might lose your tongue. Let's see. Yeah. Nothing really stand out, but he's at the top of the list. Check out a few more, and yeah, man, there we have it. I mean, Packers victorious, came in here all about business. too much for the Browns to handle. Their defense just could not figure it out. A lot of points got racked up. And there we go on the gameplay. Setting it up for Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hope everything's lined out. Everybody's happy. Everybody's feeling good around this time of year. Sit back, relax, eat a little bit. Have you a nice drink. Listen to some music. Hope y'all watch y'all whole boatload of Christmas movies, Christmas animations, whatever the case may be. Getting around your family. We done had a ball. This is Goodymo Gaming. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And the people that have subscribed, appreciate it. We'll get it on up. We're just slowly moving. Leave a comment. Let me know what's going on. Once again, Merry Christmas. And we out of here. Peace.